Namaskar. This is Rajkumari Chaudhary, Geography teacher of Tagore International School, Jaipur. I will explain you Chapter 5 from NCERT book Fundamentals of Human Geography. The title of the chapter is Primary Activities. This chapter is on page number 31 in NCERT book. Before we start the chapter, I would like to explain you the important new terms of this chapter. The very first term is economic activities. It means the human activities which generate income. यानी हमको जिससे आय प्राप्त होती है वो सभी एक्टिविटीज ह्यूमन एक्टिविटीज कहलाती हैं. They are broadly grouped into primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary activities. The second term is primary activities, that is the title of this chapter 2. Primary activities refer to utilization of raw material from the earth's surface. These include hunting, gathering, pastoralism, fishing, forestry, mining and agriculture. The third term which you will read here, that is pastoralism. The meaning of pastoralism is domestication of animals and subsistence or commercial level. Next term is nomadic herding. Nomadic herding means a primitive subsistence activity in which the herders rely on animals for food, clothing and shelter, tools and transport. You will also read commercial livestock rearing here, which means the capital intensive and organized rearing of animals on scientific lines. We will have one new word here, that is transhuman. Transhuman means the process of migration from plain areas to pastures, on mountains in summer and again from mountains pasture to plain areas during winter. Then we will have one term, primitive subsistence agriculture. Subsistence means children जीवन यापन के लिए जो हम अपने दैनिक जीवन में जो आवश्यकताएं हैं उनको पूरा करने के लिए हमें जिन चीजों का आवश्यकता है. The primitive subsistence agriculture is referred to as shifting cultivation too. Under this, vegetation is cleared by fire and land is used for utilization. These ashes add to fertility of soil and hence it is called slash and burn agriculture. आपने वो पिछली क्लासेस में भी पढ़ा है. इस तरह से प्रिमिटिव मैन लैंड को अपने यूटिलाइजेशन के लिए प्रिपेयर करते थे. Then you will have one term, intensive subsistence agriculture, which means this type of farming, land holdings are very small and farmers work with the help of family labor, leading to intensive use of land with limited use of machinery. यानी इसमें बहुत ज्यादा मॉडर्न टेक्निक्स यूज नहीं होती हैं. You will also read here plantation agriculture. Plantation agriculture is a method of farming in which large estates or plantations are purchased and large capital investment is done along with providing for scientific and technical support. We will have extensive commercial grain cultivation term also. In this type of farming, the size of farm is very large and entire operation of cultivation from plowing to harvesting are mechanized. तो हम ये कह सकते हैं कि ये पूरी तरह से mechanized activity है. Then you will have extensive commercial grain farming, which means it is practiced in semi-arid parts in the interior parts of mild latitudes for the market, and wheat is the main crop of this farming. We will also study here viticulture. Viticulture means cultivation of grape. You will study it there in the Mediterranean agriculture, which is a highly specialized commercial agriculture and practiced in the countries on either side of the Mediterranean Sea. We will have one more term that is related to market gardening and horticulture, which means cultivation of high value crops such as vegetables, flowers, fruits, but only for the urban market. One more connected term you will read in this, that is truck farming. A type of farming where the farmers specialized in and grow vegetables only, and the distance of truck farms from the market is governed by the distance that a truck can cover overnight, so that we can save the vegetables from stealing, and at a due time we can send them to the market. We will also have one term that is factory farming, which means raising of livestock, particularly poultry and cattle rearing. This heavy capital and specialized activity is also related to highly mechanized policies. Then we will have cooperative farming. Cooperative farming is related to a farming done under a cooperative society formed by a group of farmers where all farmers of the society pool in their resources voluntarily for more efficient and profitable farming. Lastly, we have one more word related to this, that is collective farming. It is popular in Rus and based on social ownership of the means of production and collective labor. It was introduced in erstwhile Soviet Union, and it is also known as kolkhoz in Soviet Union. So please read these words and try to understand them. In my next part,